Hi, welcome to Undead Yarn. This is episode 103. Yeah, 103. Wow. My name is Heidi, and you can find me as Knitty Girl on Ravelry and on YouTube. And you can find me as Undead Yarn on Instagram and Twitter. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm in, as you can see, a new location. I was going to try to shoot outside, but it's just very noisy right now outside in the lanai because it's raining. And I tried to record out there, but all you could hear was just raindrops falling all over the top of the lanai, so better off being in here. Anyway, it's been a while. I wanted to get started, jump right into my whips. What I'm working on right now is in my By the Bay Yarn Co. bag that has, this is some of my yarn. It's the end of a gradient. And let me pull out my sock blocker so I can show you. I'm making socks for someone. And these are the Rose City Rollers by Mara Catherine that, you know, everybody's been making. I really like this pattern. This is my second or third pair. This, like I said, is not for me. This is the beginning of the ending of a sock blank, and I'm starting a matching one over here. And you can see they're matched because this is my matchy blanks that I've been making. I have some more. I just have not put them up for sale yet. I will be dyeing some more, and I'm probably going to be using the gradient colorway that we talked about last time. And I just remembered I forgot to draw for that. So I will have to draw for that on the next podcast. Or actually, why don't I go ahead and draw it, and I will tag the person on Ravelry who's the winner, and they will be able to pick something from the shop. Anyway, this is the ending of a sock blank. It's that color that I told you about last time that I have not named yet. And then this part is Crimson Peak. And I did kind of a little fade over here, back and forth, and then I just continued. And it matches pretty well because it's got some of the same colors in it. So that's one. So I have a hoe, I guess. It's not just a work in progress. And then, whoa, I'm knocking my stuff over. In my other bag, and this bag is a Halloween-y type bag. I got it, isn't it cute? The cats, and then this side has pumpkins and some bats. And look, there's pockets on the edges. I love them. They're very big. You can put a water bottle in there if you want. I've done that. And I got this at Happy You. Sadly, she had to close up shop. She moved back to, she moved away. She moved back home where she's from. So anyway, in here I have been working with the Halloween colorways, Trick and Treat. Trick is the purple and Treat is the pink. I've been working with these together in a shawl. And let's see, I believe I have the pattern in here. The pattern is called Malus Domestica, and it means something in Latin, I believe. I think it means apple tree. It's basically you rotate the colors back and forth. I'm really enjoying the knit. You rotate the colors back and forth, so I'm doing like a couple rows of one and then a couple rows of the other, except right here at the beginning. And then at the edging there's going to be like a seed stitch border edge. And that's how it's working up. That's a mixture of Trick and Treat. I'm really actually enjoying it quite a bit. And let's see if I can find that pattern. I don't want to rustle too much stuff around, but if I have the pattern, I would like to show it to you. It's really pretty. And it's one that, if I like the size of this, I actually would knit it again. I'm pretty sure I put it in here. Maybe it's in my bag. Well, I don't see it right now. But it is a two-color shawl. So I believe I will have plenty of yarn for that. And those colorways will be available through the end of October, on October 31st. After that's over, I will be taking those down. And I do have some that are some more of the trick that is, or not trick. I have treat, the pink one, dyed up, so I'll put some in the shop. I have one regular and I think one sparkle. I have not dyed any trick because it got sold at my trunk show, which I did a couple of weeks ago at Inskein Yarn. Actually, it's been 1 week. It seems like it's been more than 1 week. I think it was a week ago at Inskein Yarn. And that was good. Thank you guys for coming out to visit me. I left some of my yarn there. There are some minis there. There are some sock blanks, and I left some of my silk singles there. So if you are in the San Antonio area, you can pick up my yarn at Inskein Yarns. The next show that I'm going to attend is Kid New, and I'm not going to be vending at that. I'm just going to visit, hoping to see Lone Star Arts, my friend Amanda, while I'm there, and some other people. Carla, I believe, of the one who runs Yellow Rose Fiber Festival, will be there with her alpaca stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of my friends. It's in Kerrville this year, and I've never been to Kerrville, so I'm looking forward to it. If y'all have any suggestions for things to do in Kerrville, let me know. My husband will be coming with me, so I'm looking forward to kind of a little mini vacation that weekend. And that is it's the second week in November, I believe. There's also an East Texas Fiber Festival that will be in Tyler, Texas. And my yarns will be there again with Four Hens Fiber. So if you are looking for some Undead yarn and you are going to East Texas Fiber Festival, check out Four Hens Fiber's booth. She will be carrying my yarn some of the shows that she's going to. I believe she's somewhere this weekend. I think it's a retreat. And I know she's taking the yarn to the East Texas Fiber Festival. So if you're looking for something and you live out in that area, please go and check out her booth. She will also have some other Texas dyers. I wanted to say the person who won that fishnets yarn, which I believe I have right here. Oh, and here are the two that I dyed up of trick. I have one that is non-sparkle and one that is on sparkle. Yes, you can see the sparkle. So these two are available and ready to ship. These, I will take down the sign that says pre-order. You do not need to pre-order those. They're there. The person who won the fishnets yarn never contacted me. So I drew again, and the person who won this time is Bunnyfish, and she has a podcast. So you should go check her out. Bunnyfish, send me your email address, or not your email, that won't help me. Send me your snail mail address. I think I have it, but I want to make sure that I have the right address. Because I don't know if you've moved recently or not. But anyway, send me your address and I will send you this lovely 7-striping skein of yarn. So, oh, and I also wanted to say there was an FO thread winner, and let's see if I try not to have too many things up here to distract me. I'm sorry, I'm just shaking that. But I did want to show you the FO thread winner for this month. There was one entry, and I know I've seen that several of you have posted pictures of finished objects with my yarn. So you are able, don't forget, you're able to put a finished object that's made out of my yarn into the FO thread for a chance to win a $7 or less pattern. And so there was a winner this time, and her name, she is Fiber Hermit, and she is Margaret from North Carolina. So Margaret, when you hear this, please PM me your address and I will send you, or not your address, let me know what $7 or less pattern you would like. No, it's not Fiber Hermit. I'm sorry. I'm mixing them up. That is not Fiber Hermit. The person who won this is Jodadiah, and she used some of my, I believe she used a DK weight cephalopod colorway. She made some crocheted wristers, so it's kind of nice to see a crochet product. You get up closer. There you go. You can kind of see that. It's hard to see the stitch definition, but you can see. She made some wristers, and she is the one who's won the $7 or less pattern. She is Jodadiah from California. So tell me PM me on Ravelry and let me know what $7 or less pattern you would like. And thank you for posting your lovely wristers. And let's see, next. I wanted to talk a little bit about what's coming up. I do not have well, no, that's not true. I'm applying to do the I'm saying HCW like you guys know what I'm talking about. Not everybody does. Hill Country Weavers has just announced that they are going to be having a December market just in time to buy your goodies and stuff for Christmas. And so I am applying to be in that. I should know, I'm not sure how long, but we don't have all that much time before December. So as soon as I find out if I'm accepted into that, I'll let you guys know. And that's going to be the second weekend of December. And then I'm also going to apply to the Houston Fiber Fest. So I'm hoping as long as I get accepted into those two things, I will be vending at those two events. So those are upcoming events. And I just noticed I forgot to put earrings on today. Oh well. I did mention already that the Halloween colors are good till the end of the month. I also wanted to mention that I did have a meet up with my friends for knitting, and we had a good time, and we kind of exchanged information. And then I found out that the lady from Seawall Fibers was going to be in town, and she is a dyer from the Bahamas, and she dyes in conjunction with her mother. Her mother mostly does patterns and things like that, but her inspiration comes from minerals. And she posts the picture along with the yarn that she's dyeing. And she was at Knit City. She flew from the Bahamas to Knit City in I believe that's in Vancouver, to vend there with her mom. And on her way back, she stopped in Austin to visit one of our friends who's a big fan of hers. And so we all got together, and I did buy some of her yarn. And if you look on my if you look on my private Instagram feed, if you're following me there, you can see the yarn that I bought. I bought 3 different colorways. One was this beautiful purple that I'm planning to use for socks. And then there were 2 others that I put together that I might pair with something else that I have that I'm thinking I might make the Brown Eyed Betty shawl, which is the shawl that Seawall Fibers' mom that she designed for my friend Betty, who is actually the one who had her stay at her house, and she did a little small trunk show for some of us. So it was really nice to meet you. I wish you luck in getting back home. It sounds like from what she said, the Bahamas weather is very similar to Texas. It's mostly warm, and the summers are really hot like us. And she said that the winters are mild. It sounds like her winters might be a little bit milder than ours, because ours do kind of tend to get into the 50s and sometimes in the 30s. But I don't know that they ever really get quite that cold. She was saying like 50 and 60 are cold for them. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And it was fun to meet another person from somewhere completely different that is also a dyer. The Shorty Socks knit along. That's the person who is Fiber Hermit, and her name is Margaret, and she's from North Carolina. And she did win a skein of yarn that I will be sending to her. And it's a nice, generous skein of yarn. She won a skein of yarn, and I'm not sure if this person dyes anymore. I don't think they do. By Creatively Dyed. And it's a beautiful red and gray and black. And it has 510 yards. It's a 6.5 ounce skein, 184 grams. So it's a very generous skein of yarn. And it says it's machine washable, 100% superwash merino. So this would be great for a shawl. If you send me your address, Fiber Hermit, I will get this skein of Creatively Dyed yarn out in the mail to you. And I think that's about it for this month. I have not been filming as often, but in January, I'm planning to start something new, and I am definitely still going to be doing once a month podcasts, but I'm probably going to put some supplements in there because I am planning to start a new promotional type of thing that I'm going to do. I was thinking about maybe starting it in November. We'll see. I might start it next month. but I might go ahead and wait till January. But I've got a lot of really great ideas for it. So you might be seeing more of me instead of just once a month. And hopefully next time we will be back in the other space for the podcast. My husband is diligently working on his Halloween costume, which if I can get some footage of that, I will put that up. Maybe I can actually get him to come on the podcast and talk to you about it. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say get busy knitting or get busy dying.